welcome to the Talk to Me America show, where the world wants to know what you have to say. So call me and tell them like it is. I'll let you know when. Welcome, welcome. It's another Thursday evening. You'll have to pardon my voice and probably lots of coughs and sniffles tonight. I have a horrible head cold. It's been nasty down here for the last 3 days. It was sunny today, but I still didn't feel like going outside. I cuddled under my covers and tried to recover as best I could. It's not really keeping me from doing anything, but it's making me not really feel like doing anything. And of course, I got the sniffles, etc., etc. Hopefully, I took enough Dayquil to last the show. So, and there you won't see anything running while I'm working here. Anyway, I'm ldghwih, your hostess. Thank you for clicking on my little acre of the internet today. I hope you guys had a great week. It's been a fantastic week for all of us. In fact, a lot of truths are coming out. I'm going to highlight some of those. My daddy always said the truth will always out. I just wish it hadn't taken so long, but everything happens in God's time. Obviously, this is all happening for a reason and because of. So, what can I tell you? Let's go to the plugs, and then I'll see who's in the chat. Of course, 451 Actual with Kevin's Chaotic Coffee for the No Prisoners podcast. Kevin actually does a show right before mine, and I still haven't had a chance to look at it because I'm usually either cleaning up for the camera or I'm still working on my show. So I'm gonna have to make it a point to go back and look at your show after I'm finished with mine. That is, if I can keep my head up. All right. Pastor Chatelet with the Pond, of course, he's my main moderator. Red Dawn Radio, as I like to call him, Tyrone. The Drunken Rocky, who is on right after my show, the White Pill Experience, or Drunken Rants, or whatever they call it now. Raynoth, DJ Bass, Tom over there at America Floats, Magical Trevor, some guy from Maine, Rugaroo, Not Me Be in Town, of course, with the pureblood.media group and TV guide. They call it a TV guide, but I think it should be a streamer's guide because we're not on television. Of course, you could put us on. You can show us you can show us on your television and project us to your television, but I don't consider this TV. But that's okay. I'm not going to balk because here I am. You used to be able to see me right away when you clicked on it, but you now have to scroll down to see me, which means we're growing in leaps and bounds. There's my channel if you want to click on. You can click on any of the channels, and they also have an on-air. If you get on at any certain time, you can go to whoever is on air at the time. Again, you used to be able to see me right at the top. Now you have to scroll down to see me, but look at all the people that are competing with me. And I have to commend whoever it is that did the links. They fixed the links up and everything like that. Fantastic. Everything looks really good, you guys. You guys are doing a really good job. Make sure that you support them if you can. Supposedly, according to last week, I got a message that you guys are now paying for an NX site, so that people can know more about the streamers and the alternatives to people like Don Lemonhead and that chick that's wearing the blonde wig. It's really weird. She hates Trump so much. Joy Reid, I think her name is. Yeah, she hates Trump so much, but yet she wears a wig that looks, well, to me it looks like something crawled on her head and died, but I've actually heard people say that about Trump's wig too, or whatever it is he's got on his head. But yeah, why in the world? Not to mention the fact, the reason why it looks so horrible is because of the fact that when she turns her head, you can see her real hair underneath it. Why? What is that? What is that? I don't find it very catching or very fetching. Excuse me. I don't find it very fetching at all. So of course it makes her look really stupid. But these people get paid. I'm going to show you the reason why a lot of this stuff gets thrown by the wayside and why a lot of people are just saying what they're being paid to say. I'm going to show you that. Nobody's covering this either. So, but we'll get that with we'll get to that. All right. So make sure you go over to the pureblood.media group. Oh, this cold is killing me. It's community.pureblood.tv on the internet. Go check them out. Go check out Discover Somebody New. We have everything from pedophile hunters to comedy shows and music shows and everything in between, including stuff like me, just regular peeps out there. New Hampshire backing Texas. Yes, actually, that is the question of the day after I go over the rest of my little spiel. Don't forget all the convenient ways to support my channel also as well, so I can keep the power of 1A going for everyone while improving as we go along. My channel is completely supported by all you guys, so thank you for your support. Super Chat and Rumble Rants on Odysee and Rumble. Ko-Fi, which comes highly recommended by Pastor Chatelet. And also has a monthly option. You can buy me a coffee or buy me a milkshake, either that on Odysee. That's just in case that you can't be here. You want to make sure that I get tipped and that I'm here when you get back, when you are able to come back and see me. Let's see. For the diehards, I've got PayPal, and you can also scan my little thingy below me here for Cash App. You can also use any of those to pay on my new merch shop. Like I say, I wanted to be different. I don't make t-shirts and all that other stuff. I'm a recycle artist, so why not use my art to help me pay for my channel? And also I also plan on, you know, donating to charity and everything like that. In fact, let me switch it back over here to the big screen, camera 1, and show you my latest. This I'm gonna put this on there eventually. This little shithead took me 3 days, and I've got a numb finger, but he was worth it. He's really cute. He took a lot of work, but this is going to be going on my shop. Or if you want to email me for him. There he is. Somebody said he looks like Toothless. Does he look like Toothless? I don't know what Toothless is. My granddaughter saw a picture of it on Facebook and said it looks like Toothless. Is this what Toothless looks like? Is this a Toothless? Did I copyright? I just followed off of somebody's pattern. They did a good job. And I forgot about this little buddy here. I got some really plushy, they call it the chenille yarn. This was actually supposed to be a small teddy bear. But I even made the bow. And he'll go on my shop too. So, woo! Come on now. Don't be a Democrat there, Bear. He knocked down my no stupid people sign. I'll just leave it there for now. All right. Let me give you the link to the shop real quick. And then I will go and see who all is in the chat. Nobody on YouTube, as usual. There's the link. Please make sure to go out and, like I say, the best thing you can do to support me and any of these people on the Pure Blood Network is to share. Share. X us out, gab us out, Facebook us out, etc. and etc. That's the best way. And of course, we want to encourage people to speak out. Hell, the other side's doing it. Why not us? Don't be afraid of these idiots, because it's our country too. And like I say, the truth is coming out, so we need to hold them to it. It's getting better and better. And of course, all my links are below, so click on some of them, will ya? All right, thanks in advance and afterwards. Best thing to do, like I said before, is share. Working on my merch. I just showed you some more of it. In fact, I'm not going to... most of these little creations take me a couple of hours. That one took me 3 days. Actually, I didn't work on them completely the whole time, but it took a lot of... that one took a lot of time. And actually, also, too, this shop was a result, or I guess you could say an answer to a prayer I was trying to think of. And asking God, what could I do with all of this stuff that I inherited from my sister? And he's like, I gave you this gift. You're a creator. I gave this stuff to you to create all of this stuff and give it to kids, or help your, you know, he gave me the answer. What can I tell you? When you pray, listen for the answer. It's not always what you think, but it's never a bad thing. All right. Okay, let me go to my notes. Keep sharing. And of course, that's the whole purpose of my show also too. Getting people to call in and voice their opinions on these things. We are allowed to be disgruntled against our government, especially when they're doing things like allowing invasions. And of course, the crime that's coming up and everything like that, they want, and while lying to us about how great everything is. All right, guys, you step out in the middle of these streets and see how great it is. Oh, and be sure to be relegated to the salaries in which we all have to survive on, okay? Mr. Tizo, Space Cowboy, Lizzie Longtoes, my famous friend, the Drunken Rocket. Don't forget to check out his show after mine. Rock Candy, Youngberg, welcome. Puff Puff Past, I'm your ninja. Lots of people here today. Badass Brad Allen, welcome. Woo woo. I can't do that. Slop diddly bop. There you go. Let's see. Brad Allen, Toasty. Welcome. Mwah. Brad Allen slippers. Russian bot. Welcome. I'm your ninja. I said that already, didn't I? Can Killer, Sergeant Tripod. Welcome, everyone. Good to see you. Mr. Tizo, Can Killer. Okay, I think I got everybody over here on Odysee. Again, there's absolutely nobody on 451 Actual. Welcome. I was just talking about you. Reed Hoffman pulls out of Nikki Haley after New Hampshire pounding. Yeah, that was hilarious, wasn't it? Salty Al Bundy, welcome to the show. All right, over here on Rumble, we got Cyborg. Oh, I saw you over here on Odysee too. Salty Old Fart, welcome. Drunken Rocky, Limited Access, welcome. Our South Dakota stands with Texas. Don't mess with Texas or South Dakota for that matter. Yes, indeed. Of course, you know what my motto is. We never shut our mouths voluntarily, especially after all that's going on. And of course, this is a very imperative year to do so as well, especially after all the events happening and everything that they have planned for us. You know they do. Never surrender and never shut up. Hey, fucking epic. Welcome to the show. Appreciate you being here. Please make sure to share. Let's see, I gotta go back to the corner here. There's my shop. All right. I am going to now open the phone lines. I meant to check on that earlier, but I tweeted something instead. Always got to make sure. For some stupid reason, Skype now has been changing the settings almost every time I go on. It's weird. Why would you do that? I mean, what if I was using this for business? I mean, I had to have a business phone call and some really important customer called me and I couldn't figure out why I couldn't hear him or he couldn't hear me or whatever. Like, come on, man. But it just goes to show you how incompetent most people are becoming with all of this stuff. I wish I knew how to run some of this stuff myself. I would. Let's see. All right. My question of the day, of course, is do you stand with Texas against the Supreme Court? Jack Posobiec started a thread at noonish today about being from Pennsylvania and standing with Texas, and there's a whole long line of people. West Virginia, commercial, all we need to, Abbott can't do much more. Yeah, please, we need to stand together. Texas stands with America. Actually, and I'm hearing little whispers here and there that we're also talking about, once again, seceding from the Union, and that there are people that are going to do that as well. Wow, that was quick. Greetings, you're on the air.
Oh, my goodness, I'm on the air. Oh, it's Mark again. Good Lord.
Hey, Mark, how are you?
How are you?
I'm doing fantastic.
How's your week been?
Great, except for this damn cold.
Well, that sucks.
I have a head cold right now.
No, you taking any medicine for that?
Not really.
You got something for the symptoms, you know?
Ginger, honey, lemon tea, and fresh, of course. And
little bourbon, you know, a little hot toddy.
Oh no, I don't drink.
No. Well, yeah, you ought to put some of that in there. It's better than Theraflu. But no, I calling from, and of course, the great state of Texas.
Okay.
Where I reside and live.
Texas.
Well, absolutely.
Okay.
And it's not. Well, I would stand with Texas if I lived in wherever, because of, and that's also, I don't even know the question of the day or what. I'm sorry, I didn't catch the first part of your show. I just caught the number.
Oh.
So I'm out of the loop.
Actually, to be honest with you, I just started talking about that. I just asked the question of the day. Do you stand with Texas? That was the question of the day.
Wow, that was literally the question. Well, goodness me. No, I did pretty good. No,
perfect timing.
No, it's been. Well, I know, right? Look, there's a little sense about it. There's that Texas sense. Now, but no, I live in Southeast Texas, which is around the, Houston area, or outside of the Houston area, outside of like in between Houston and Beaumont,
Mm-hmm. Baytown.
Well, Baytown, Channel, but know them areas.
Pasadena.
Oh, Stankadena.
Red Dawn Radio, Tyrone.
Well, they used to call it Stankadena, because but I know. Gillies used to be over there. No, but I do stand with Texas, and I am so proud to see a lot of other states actually standing with Texas in support of us, and I say us because I am a Texan, trying to secure the southern border.
Mm-hmm.
So I do stand with that. And, someone's got to do it.
Well, yeah, everybody's, okay, Trump, but, Trump's just one man. One person.
Yeah, it takes a village, right?
Yep.
And not in the Hillary Clinton sense, like how she meant it. No, you know what I mean. It takes. If you are a Trump supporter, then you take into consideration his values, what he stands for, and what it means, and you adopt that and you act that. You don't. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So it takes a lot. It takes a lot of folks to accomplish goals. If you want it across the spectrum.
Yeah. Well, to put it simply, my brother always says this. He says, well, a person can't do everything, but everyone can do something.
I love it. I like that.
Mm-hmm.
I like that. And it makes a lot of sense. And it's like, well, Greg Abbott, you don't hear a lot on the national spectrum of Greg Abbott. You'll hear about him if something like this takes place.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, well, no. It's a very sensitive situation that's going on right now. And someone I was watching, someone referred to it as a powder keg. It's like, well, literally, all it takes is one shot to set it off.
Yeah, well, I hope that all of these people, all of these governors, supposedly, because there's a map here that states that that there's like 27 states now that are standing with us, that their governors have mentioned it.
God bless them.
That. All I can say is I hope that they're willing to send their National Guard down here to help us too. Don't just talk.
No. Don't just talk about it. Or if you're gonna send them. In support. It's like, and that would be an amazing thing. sorry to get all serious on you. I know I'm only joking and all that, but it is a serious issue. And
Yeah, actually, it is a serious issue. It's been costing lives. It's been costing a lot of money. It's been collapsing the country. Even the people that decided, because it's actually backfiring on a lot of the people that claimed sanctuary cities and all this other stuff. And you know damn well a lot of them claim sanctuary cities to spite on Trump. That's, you know.
Yeah, they did that in the first place to spite Trump, declaring themselves a sanctuary city. And then once the people got there, well, we don't want them here.
Yeah.
Oh, we can't handle them here. We don't want them here. How do you think the people in Texas feel?
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Well, it was everything's fun and games until you get smacked in the mouth. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, these people were big talkers, but now they're babies. So yeah, fuck them.
Fuck them. And the thing is, and I'm telling you, man, and the little Texas pride talking, but don't fuck with Texas. Now you're fucking with something that you really don't want to do that. And I am so proud of other states that are actually joining in, these governors who have giving Texas support. I will say that. I'm happy for them.
Well, they can say anything. The proof will be
when
they
can say it. Right. Proof's in the pudding, remember?
Yep.
That was my biggest saying. The last call I was talking about Vivek. Vivek, tomato, whatever. And we were talking about, proof's in the pudding. You know, put up or shut up. You know, what are you doing? You give support, but are you giving support? Are you?
Well, like I say, you can say anything. You can say anything, but I won't believe you until you prove it to me. Salty Old Fart says, Arkansas already has National Guard in Texas. Well, thank you, Arkansas. Appreciate that.
God bless Arkansas. God bless Arkansas. God bless Arkansas.
Of course, I'm not
Thank
surprised.
you, Arkansas.
I'm not surprised with who the governor is there at the moment, so.
God bless all those states who are sending the Guard to help Texas. It is not only making a bold statement to the government, like, okay, it's like the American people are having to take things into their own hands and say, look, we can't have this.
Well, our Constitution prescribes that for us, so, yeah.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. And it's about damn time. And
I agree.
It's like, okay.
I agree. Wow.
So anyway,
I'll let you coming in already.
I'll let you off. Get the phone call. I love you. I hope you feel better.
Oh, thank you so much for calling. You have a great night.
You too. All right. Bye-bye.
Good night. Greetings. You're on the air.
Yeah, boy. What's up?
This sounds like Tyrone.
Yeah.
Hey,
Tyrone. It's Tyrone's white half.
What's up, man? Thanks for calling.
Nothing. I just I saw the show and I was like, I wonder if I got the right phone number. And I was like, fuck it, I'm gonna call, see what happens.
It's me. I'm glad you have the right phone number. It scrolls underneath me, and you know what? I don't even remember it anymore. I just say, look underneath me here.
Yeah, I had it from way back, and I was like, I wonder if this is still gonna work.
Oh, okay.
And I just called it.
Are you gonna answer the question of the day?
What's the question of the day?
Question of the day is: do you stand with Texas against the Supreme Court?
Oh yeah, for sure.
Awesome.
I'm all about like individual liberty, and like, to me that means the reason American exceptionalism is exceptional is because we took the pyramid structure of like the monarchy and the oligarchy and we turned it upside down by giving power to the people. That's why we believe in the concept of self-governance, and that works from the smallest level out. So you would say the individual has the right, the ultimate authority, right? Mm-hmm. And then from there it would go to state sovereignty, trumps national interests. And you do that as a form of protection, and you do that as a form of a check and balance against tyranny. Because if we do it the other way around, then it's easy, for example, the federal government to say, like, hey, we control this one entity. Now all 50 states, meaning every individual, has to obey our tyranny. But if you have it flipped upside down, then it becomes very hard for tyrannical government, tyrannical dictator to take over, because their ultimate quote unquote power is actually at the bottom of the pyramid. So that's the way the system is set up. That's the reason America is so awesome. So it's actually a real easy question to answer. You're like, of course Texas has the right to defend their own borders.
Mm-hmm. And you've heard some of the talking heads on the other side saying that we're using the Constitution as ammunition or as a weapon against this. That's exactly how it's supposed to be. Is that not right?
Yeah, for sure. The Constitution's a protection piece, right? That's the problem. The problem is the Constitution is supreme law, and then you have common law, right? These are your bedrock that make us a republic and not a democracy. Because the idea is if the pyramid's flipped upside down, well, then you have a democracy, which is a tyranny of the many.
Right.
And that's a huge problem because then the many can be easily dictated, and you have lawlessness. Essentially, it just sort of could lead into an oligarchy, but you could say it leads into anarchy. But so the reason we have these laws as the supreme rule of the land is so you can have the people lead, but they don't get to lead willy-nilly. They lead within the borders of law and order, which is what we call a constitutional republic. So to say like, oh, they're using the Constitution as a weapon. No, this is the framework. This is why the Constitution exists. So you can't tell us so that this structure remains in place. And this, if you take away that structure, you've taken away America. If you only understand America as it being just within the borders of the Atlantic and Pacific Ocean, well, then, yeah, you can do whatever you want. But if you understand America as a system of ideas and principles and laws and regulations that unite these 50 states, then all of a sudden the Constitution becomes super valuable, because you can't take that, because in order to maintain the United States, in order to maintain the idea of America, it has to be weaved together through all these foundational principles. And that's the problem with these communists, Democrats. They stripped away those principles. Yeah. Anyway, Laura, I love your show. My wife was like, "Hey, motherfucker, we have a date night." I just wanted to call, say hi, say I love your show, love the fans, and I'll be watching the restream.
Oh, okay. Well, thank you so much for calling. Appreciate it. It's an honor, actually. I know how busy you are.
Yep. Have a good one, sister.
You too. Thank you so much. Good night. God bless.
Yep. Bye.
All right. Of course, that was Red Dawn Radio, you guys. I feel so honored he called. Muko! Welcome to the show. Appreciate it. I hope I'm not missing anybody. All right. Another phone call already. Greetings. You're on the air. Hello? Hello? I think it's on your end, dude. Hello? Hello? Okay, it was just working. All right, well, keep trying. Anyway, and my take on this while I'm waiting for him to show up on here. It's 451 actual, but I'm not getting any sound. My stuff is working. Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now?
Yes.
There he is. There he is. You finally found the button, eh?
Sorry. Yeah, no, it's sometimes when my computer does like a little self-suicide, it switches everything to default, so my bad.
Oh, Lizzie Longtoes, thank you so much for the donation. You get one of these here.
Hey, look, green paper.
Green paper.
You saw that new thing that I got for the money, right?
Yes.
Green paper. I love it. I love it. So how are you doing? And of course, I know you stand with Texas. I've been hearing you for the last couple of weeks talking about you going down there and helping them put up the barbed wire and all that shit. So yeah, I don't have to ask you that.
I am fully prepared to head down to the border. I am in talks with some other Texas patriots to join up with the Take Our Border Back convoy. And I have heard a lot of people saying, oh, it's fetty, it's glowy, don't go. Look, with any like operation like this, at this point, it's important to have a plan, right? And
Indeed.
have some composite risk management done, stuff like that. And a lot of the messaging that I hear saying not to go is, oh, think about January 6th, look what they did with January 6th. And I'm like, well, that's what they want. They want us to be afraid.
Yeah. To
fucking assemble.
Right.
And I'm of the mindset like, fuck these people. They want us to be afraid to do this. You have Biden's administration effectively threatening to federalize the Texas National Guard because they're still not letting them in. That would be an act of actual war against the state of Texas. And so there's a lot of people paying attention. But it's time to make a stand, and if Texas is going to be the place where it's going to start, where the stand is going to start being taken. I mean, we have 25 governors behind us at this point, all signing on to support of Texas. Like, this is the momentum. It's time to fucking show these tyrants that we are still here, and we are unafraid, and we are willing to stand down there in the gap, literally, and defend our country from this invasion, because that's exactly what it is.
Yeah.
And it's gotten to the point now, and look, like Greg Abbott, yeah, he's not perfect. You know that. I know that.
None of these guys are ever perfect.
But he has rolled into the breach as the governor and handled the situation well at this point. Now, the momentum is so heavy at this point, I don't think there is any going back. You know what I'm saying? Like, the people of Texas are going to show up down here. They're already starting to show up down there. You can feel it in the air when you go out in public around here. People are they've had their fill with this shit. And, I see it. Abbott's WEF. Okay. Yeah. So's Javier Milei. And guess what? He just showed up to fucking, to these motherfuckers' backyards and told them all to go fuck themselves. So again, it's like, you got to look into WEF affiliation and how all that shit works. Like I said, the guy's not perfect. He's made some lefty decisions. I railed against him for injecting this problem further into the interior of the country by bus. But it got the attention that it needed to get. And now look at what these liberal headquarters, these sanctuary cities, you got the mayor of Chicago having panic attacks. You had Mayor Adams defying the fucking...
I still want to know what the fuck is on top of his head.
Who?
The mayor of Chicago.
Oh, yeah, I don't know.
What the hell is that?
I don't know. Maybe they killed some street creatures and fucking applied it to his head. But
I don't know why. His stylist told him that looked good. He looks like a fucking...
Yeah.
He looks like a pinhead.
And the beauty of it, is that the media, and this is what Pastor Chatelet is mentioning in the chat there, how mimetic it is, because it has so much power, because the media is forced to accurately represent how many migrants are being bussed up, right? Like, they're using it as like this, trying to use it as a cudgel against Greg Abbott and these other governors who are sending these people. And instead, what it shows is the contrast. Okay, you had 300,000 people just in the month of December in Texas.
Right.
But New York City, who's got an economy magnitudes larger can't handle a fraction of a % of that coming into their city, it just exposes the left on so many levels.
Something that people are missing too, and I don't remember where I heard this. It might have been Sticks. It might have been, I don't remember exactly where I heard this. It might have even been Salty, and he might want to look into this, so you guys might want to look into this. Yeah. But TikTok, they found that TikTok, oh no, you know who I found? I think I heard this from Jack, the lefty guy, the funny lefty guy, fuck. Anyways, what they're saying is that they have found that TikTok and some of these other quick video places are actually advertising to these people in South America and across the world how to get here and where to go. And a lot of them are actually choosing to go to New York and Chicago. It's not Abbott just sending them there.
That's right. Yeah, a lot of them have a choice.
All right.
A lot of them do.
Yeah, these people are choosing this. A lot of them show up
with marching orders. Yeah, a lot of them show up already knowing where they're going.
Right.
So, yeah. And I just want to point this out, too, because this is another common argument that I've seen against Greg Abbott. Why did he take so long? Why did it take him 3 years? Well, let's look back, okay? As early back as March of 2021, that's when Abbott launched Operation Lone Star. That was the first step. That was the making of the paper trail. That was when the first real surge started to happen down there at the border, okay? That's when it was really starting to make news. So he started Operation Lone Star. And then by the time November of 2022 had rolled around, right, so another year of this, that's when he actually officially declared an invasion, okay? So what he was waiting for in that time frame were Texas counties to declare invasions down there by the border, and also both houses of the legislature, both state houses, passed bills and laws that allowed Governor Abbott to basically escalate it to the next level, which was to declare an invasion. It's the same thing with the gap that it's taken for the bill to be passed, where it's now against the Texas law. Like you have committed a crime in Texas if you cross the border legally. Greg Abbott doesn't have the power. The governor in Texas doesn't have the power to just act unilaterally on these things.
Right.
These things have to get passed through the House legislatures, and there you saw all the fucking bullshit drama that they were trying to drag into the Texas House of Representatives, with the Speaker of the House there being a fucking drunk. And then they're trying to stop Ken Paxton for over 18 months with this bullshit countertop investigation when they're trying to impeach him.
Right.
So the houses were tied up for a long time. So this whole argument where Greg Abbott hasn't done anything, as a Texan who is critical of Greg Abbott, he's been acting on this since damn near the beginning.
Yeah.
And the shit that the deep state has drug our state through to try to stop any action is what has caused it to drag on so long. Yeah. So let's just have a fucking fair perspective on the action the guy has taken. He can't act on his own all the time.
Right.
So.
Right. Well, let's set up that way too. You gotta. That's why I say one person. Everybody says Trump, this person or this person. These first of all, these politicians are not going to save us.
Yeah, and I'm not saying don't trust him, but look again, right? Look at the actions that he's taken. Yeah. It's gotten enough Texans involved at this point where there's no rolling back on this one.
Well, it's got enough states too. I was going to say, a lot of these states probably that are backing us or saying that they're backing us and everything like that, they're seeing what's going on in Chicago. They're seeing what's going on in Georgia. They're seeing what's going on in New York. They see what's going on in these sanctuary cities and how much crime and everything. And a lot of these states are like, I don't want that shit to happen to us. So damn straight keep these people out. Now, exactly. I keep hearing a lot about the northern border, too. Do we have the caravans like they're coming in on the southern border?
There are a lot of people exploiting the northern border. Yeah, I think it's up 570% at the northern border, too. And the problem is there that you're having a lot of like Chinese nationals and stuff like that move through there because the CCP has a way bigger established foothold in Canada than it does in the United States. So they're exploiting that. Yeah, absolutely. No, and it's You know, and that's why Trump is like saying, hey, man, we might need to get up there in the northern border and get a wall going too. You know what I mean? And everybody's like, oh, gosh, like, oh, we're going to wall off from. Well, if the civilized nation to the north doesn't give a damn about the people who are pouring over into our country, of course, yeah, you need to build some kind of physical barrier to prevent them from going in, have them go in through the ports of entry.
Yeah.
And that's what Abbott has been saying throughout this whole thing. Like, you're worried about people drowning because of the barbed wire. Tell their asses to go to the port of entry, as is the law of the land.
Yeah, exactly.
And they won't drown. So, yeah, anyway. But, yeah, I don't want to take up too much of your time. Let some other folks call in. But, yeah, as a Texan, look, I don't trust Abbott as far as I could throw him. You know, wheelchair and all. And I get the hesitation, but right now there is a momentum with the people of Texas.
Yeah, take advantage of it while it's happening, for sure.
This is a movement that extends far beyond Greg Abbott into the interior of the heart of Texas.
Yeah.
And I think that this is the time, man. This is the time. And we're gonna be a pain in the ass for Joe Biden and this fucking corrupt administration until those assholes in Washington, D.C. start holding people accountable.
Right.
So that's where I stand. But anyway, Laura, it's been awesome. I love your show as well.
Well, thank you.
And call in, guys, and tell them like it is. I'll see you later.
Indeed. Thank you so much for calling. Love you too.
Yep.
God bless.
Bye-bye.
Good night. All right. That was 451 Actual. Wow. Got all the celebrities of our network calling me tonight. That's fantastic. Maybe I should ask more questions like that. Okay, my take on this is if it was okay for Biden to ignore the Supreme Court, then why not us, right? And our situation is way worse than those of this privileged few who got to go to college. Now, I did too, but I paid for it and everything like that. But I still couldn't use it. Only way I'm using it now is what I'm doing now. I have an ID and I have an IT degree. Anyway, plus our protection and all of this is protected by the Constitution. I've heard some folks say that we're weaponizing the Constitution in order to defy the government. Well, that's what it's fucking for, dickheads. All right, our Constitution guarantees our rights against a tyrannical or rogue government. And personally, just like the rest of I've heard already, I'm glad to see it and think it's way past time for folks to be standing up against the colonization of our country. And yes, I consider it a colonization. They're calling it an invasion, which is true, but it's also colonization. It's by their own definition. This is the same thing that they claim we came over here and did. Brought the diseases, took over the jobs, that kind of thing. Took over the lands. And like I say, it's by their own definition in how they claim that we were colonizers, even though most of us listening were actually born here. I know I was. My ancestors, as you guys know, were here from the very beginning. I'm also a daughter of the Revolution. So, like I say, we didn't come over on the Mayflower, but the Mayflower wasn't the only ship that came over here at the time. All right? So I didn't migrate from anywhere else, just another state in the same country, but I was still born here. In fact, even under the rules that they made about anchor babies, I would still qualify as a native-born American. All right, I'm embellishing a little bit, but look, think about it. All right, and they keep calling what we did when we conquered this country colonization. So from what I can see, these folks from all over the world are doing the same thing to us now. We've even caught Biden talking about how great it'll be when we're all replaced with third world occupants. Meanwhile, we have stupid Cortez up there telling everyone, oh, there should be a path to citizenship. Hee-haw, hee-haw. Well, hon, if you knew anything about your actual position, there is. There is pathways to citizenship here. But it ain't just crossing over the border and getting a hand stamp like you're entering a fucking nightclub or a movie or something. Okay? In fact, if you played your cards properly, you'd be one of those people that actually swore these folks in after they finished their pathway to citizenship. But yeah, they scream about how we need them so badly, but want everyone else that can barely make it now to take care of them while whining about not being able to do so themselves. You want them here so badly, then step up and take some of them in. You feed them, You help them and you clothe them. No? Especially you, Miss Stupid Cortez. Hee-haw, hee-haw. Now, there are rumblings that say that they're folks, that they're now asking folks to take them in. But it won't be long before they start forcing folks to take them in. You know how this stuff progresses with these people. And these actions will end up being a Fourth Amendment violation. I think I heard this on Benny today. It's going to be a Fourth Amendment violation. They won't exactly be housing soldiers per se, but from the looks of these folks that they're showing that keep coming over and coming and coming and coming, it won't be long before they become some kind of soldiers. And of course, you know, the phone lines are open. The question of the day is, do you stand with Texas? I know I've got people from all over the world watching, so you can call me. Let's see what's everybody saying. Don't see anything slowing down. By then, it's an election year. Yeah. Tired of having my ancestors compared to today's migrant horde. Selling an undeveloped and land and building a civilization out of it is not comparable with showing up an aging post-industrial nation and signing up for benefits. Yes, indeed, Mr. Tizo. Let's see if there's anybody. I'm Bobby Digital. Welcome to the show. Let's see if I'm missing anybody. Old Salty Dog. Welcome to the show. Appreciate you guys being here. Tetris. Welcome. Let's see. Anybody else? I saw Sniffies. Someone needs to rep Pure Blood Media down there and use the First Amendment to report back. Hey, 451, are you taking Tweak with you down there? I know you are. You guys will go down there. Hey, over here on Rumble, Kevin, Boba Smith. Welcome to the show. Gargle Snot, I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of Texas. Actually, you know, the United States flag actually has the flag of Texas in it. I wish I'd have seen that before I would pull that up, because it's actually I've got a meme of it, or I had a meme of it cross my feed not too long ago. All right, still trying to keep up with the chats and everything like that. Boba Smith, indentured servant, illegal slave. Yes, and I was gonna say actually slavery was legal, so all of this legal stuff and everything like that. I don't remember passing any laws to have the revolution. In fact, we were fighting against some of the laws that we didn't like. Now they charge us tax on everything. All right. So again, Jack Posobiec actually has a thread that gets bigger and bigger here on X with regard to standing with Texas. And it's about time. And I was going to say, if any of the states up north are actually having this problem, maybe we should start standing with them too. Let us know, guys. All right. But here is the main reason why we will win. Not that, and the fact that we have God on our side. Keep looking up. But this right here couldn't have been more apropos when I was talking about all this stuff today.
America will never and can never be invaded.
Starting off at the 10th position, we have Iraq with 30 firearm per 100 people. Moving on to the 9th place, we have Iran with 31. Switzerland at number 8 with 32 firearms. Moving upwards at number 7, Uruguay with 32.5 per 100 people. Finland with 33 firearms secures its place in the 6th position. Reaching to the top 5, New Zealand at 5 with 34.5 firearms. Cyprus at the 4th place with 37 firearms. At 3rd place, it's Serbia with 38 firearms. At number 2, it's Republic of Yemen with staggering 55 firearms per 100 people. However, at the top of the list, it's the land of free liberty and democracy, the United States with 120 firearms per 100, making Americans the most armed people in the world.
America! Well, another thing that they don't tell you is that every single one of those, except for New Zealand and America, need permits before you get guns. So that's another good thing. USA, USA, USA! USA! I'm proud to be born here. I'm proud to be a part of this nation. Let's see. Yes, we win. 9% firearm ownership over here. Can assure you the cartels alone here have way more firepower and free movement for operational capacity. Well, now, Youngberg, I've actually heard that in these neighborhoods where they have all these homeless people and doing all these drugs and everything like that, the cops don't even bother to go in there because the cartels or whatever it is, or whoever it is these people are, the drug dealers or whoever it is that sells all of this, everything, are in charge. They literally outnumber the cops and will hurt people in the meantime if you try to do anything. So yeah, it's getting bad. I've always wanted to fish Texas. Bucket list state for largy fishing. I have a lake right above me where everybody fishes. In fact, I'm hoping to go there this summer. But that right there is the reason why we cannot fail and should not ever give up our rights to those items. All right, I have another question for you guys now, too. Do you think that the powers that be are going to pull something funny with Nimrata, a.k.a. Nikki Haley, you know, where all of a sudden she starts winning or beating Trump somehow? She refuses to drop out so far. I mean, and also, too, they're allowing Democrats to vote in the Republican primaries. Of course, under the guise of being undecided or indie. Right? I was going to say, CNN even proved that by interviewing Dems that are trying strategies. Who do these people think they are? You know, these were just some schmucks off the street. They're talking about, oh, I'm going to vote for this person as a strategy. What if you're the only person that did that? You know, so what can I tell you? So they're trying strategies to beat Trump before he even becomes the nominee. And what's to say that they won't just start closing the polls under some false pretense? I can hear it now. Oh my God! The ceiling tiles are fixing to eat us! Alright, and not let folks watch, gather and replace votes, recount until they get their desired outcome. I mean, hell, they got away with it twice already so far, so what's to say they won't try anything again? And of course, you guys know their motto! By any means necessary. I don't know about anybody else. Has anybody else seen another Newsweek story about how they plan to fortify, or how they're fortifying this election too? You know, since Trump is such a threat to Democrats. Even loser Ronna Romney Jr. is asking Haley to withdraw now, but the folks back east, could they really be behind all of this? Frankly, I haven't seen any lawsuits from the West so far. Of course, I could be missing something. I don't watch and pay attention to everything. I can't. or yeah, I could be wrong. But again, this is another one. They don't want Carrie Lake to run now. It was okay when she was running for governor of her state. But the minute she started eyeballing the Senate or the Congress, this is what happened.
There are very powerful people who want to keep you out.
I know they do.
But they're willing to put their money where their mouth is in a big way. So, this conversation never happened.
This is crazy, though. They should want me. I'm a great candidate. People love me. These people are corrupt.
Well, maybe you're right.
They are right. They are corrupt.
Maybe. This never happened. Don't go. Do me a favor, though. I don't get myself in trouble. This, if you say no, which is fine, it's your choice. Don't tell people.
They're gonna try to have me murdered.
Not either. Today's world, man. If that stuff that came out last week is right about the cartel stuff, man.
So this is a razor that you buy once. It's a razor that you own for.
See, the cartel's operating in 50 states right now, like all 50. You know? So
what's going on? Who is it? What?
Forget the who. Let me just tell you the what.
Yeah, forget the who.
Let's just say there are people calling around saying, gosh.
You know damn well he knows who it is. This man has now been allowed to resign. Does this absolve him of everything? He just gets to resign? This person should be arrested and made to tell the who. We need to get these people out. We need to get these people out. Although I've got another video showing you who exactly these people are. I don't know if anybody's seen this, and I don't see anybody talking about it, but James O'Keefe has actually busted another big one. I'll show you that in a minute. We'll finish this.
Never repeat this. If you say no, don't. Because I got offered to buy out.
Don't tell anybody we had this conversation. I was never here.
Here's my problem. Rather than just say, let's work with her, she's a great candidate. Because they don't own me. And it pisses me off.
She's a great candidate for us, not for them.
Yeah, I said I don't know, it's about ownership.
It's about control.
I don't know if it's about control.
Yes, of course it is.
It's about being on the team. I guess that's, you know what I mean?
They want to be on the team.
It's control.
They want you to be on their team.
But
just team. You know?
But if they're pushing a globalist agenda, I can't do that.
You're right,
So what do they want me to do?
They want you to stay out for 2 years. But, I'll tell you what I can offer you. But, I said, you can do whatever you want. It's talking head, this and that. So, the ask of me was, it's kind of funny. So, the ask I got today from back east was, is there any companies out there or something that could just put her on the payroll and give her, to keep her out? And I said, well, what are you willing to do? Like, whatever we need to do.
This is about defeating Trump. And I think that's a bad, bad thing for our country. DeSantis is not America first. This is about the final death blow to Trump. And I don't think that's good for our country.
And you know I love Trump. I love Trump.
It's not good for our country.
Yeah, he loves Trump so much that he'll take money from the Republicans, the never-Trumpers in the Republican Party, and try to do shit like this. So, in this picture, this video, or should I say this recording, has proven who we can trust and who we cannot trust. But I still think this man needs to be brought in on some kind of charges or something like that. I mean, hell, they do it all the time to us. And made to tell. Who is this? Who are these people? Because it's like Garglesnot said, just who is this they're referring to? This bribe goes all the way to the top. He's just the middleman. You're right. But they got to this guy. Obviously, they got to this guy. And now he just gets to resign? I wonder how many other politicians or candidates he's been sent to thwart. This has got to be, if he's the middleman, if he's actually got the nuts to do this, or should I say, they've paid him enough to have the nuts to do this, this is probably not the first person he's done this to. Raynoth is above the tunnel to the right of Pastor Chatelet. Okay. Why had this Jeff DeWitt nigger not been arrested yet for death threats? Did he threaten death? He actually, I know he said that, I know he said that if anybody found this out, he'd be assassinated or killed or whatever it is like that. Actually, what did he say? I turned the key in my car and so, now here's something you guys may not have seen, but this actually just, this is anecdotal, but I just wonder how many more of these people that they're going after as well. This guy's name is Trevor Abney. And I don't remember where I got this from. This is the original of it, but I saw it on some show today. But this just goes to show you that they're not just going after the politicians on this either. Watch this. Yeah. All my shit reset again.
I just got a very interesting email. So for those of you who don't know, I am a critic of the current economy. And recently I've been posting my thoughts on the economy. And, you know, obviously it's not good. I'm not saying it's Trump's fault. I'm not saying it's Biden's fault. I'm not saying it's anyone's fault. But obviously Biden is president and the economy sucks. So, you know, naturally the blame lies on him. And some of these videos of me being extremely critical of the government have gone so viral that I was literally featured at 7 p.m. on primetime on Fox News the other night. And this morning I got an email from someone claiming to be from the Democratic Party. And they said, what would your rate be to post positive videos about Joe Biden? And I replied back, honestly, I know nothing about the economy. I don't pretend to know anything about the economy. And I know nothing about politics, and I'd rather stay out of it. After all, I'm just a normal guy. I'm not a politician. I'm not a conservative or a liberal talking point. I'm just a normal person. So they responded back, we understand you're not a fan of the Democrat Party right now. How much would it cost? I was like, you know what? I wonder how bad they want me to post this. 50 grand. And they said yes. For those of you that don't know anything about social media, I have another account that's massive. And like for brand deals on my 3 million follower account, I get like 5 grand. They offer me 50 grand for a video on this account with only like 400,000 followers? I'm not gonna lie, I was very, very tempted, but I didn't do it.
Good for you, kiddo. Once you sign that contract, they own you. So, some are even saying that they understand more now why Nikki is back in the races after getting a sweet deal as a Boeing board member who usually earns a good 6-figure income. Now, granted, she resigned from that too, but not before she got a year's salary in, and I guarantee they probably gave her a hell of a severance package. So as we see, the truth seems to be coming out, but you know, they're always trying to hide something from us, especially when they sensationalize something else. Personally, I don't know what exactly they could be hiding, except for the fact that, again, a lot of this stuff they're trying to steer us away from the fact that they're still trying to send billions of dollars to Ukraine. And I haven't heard much about what's going on over there in Israel either, so stop saying you're just a normie. Stand up and smash these cunts. Fucking epic. Well, that's what I say. You don't have to be that way. The whole point of the First Amendment, as far as all of that goes, though, is being able to stand up in something. That is actually doing something. You know, when you remember how back in the 90s and the 80s, they were, awareness, raise awareness, raise awareness. Now, those people were mostly just talk, but there were people that would take that and do something with it. So it's not all bad. It's not always all bad. You found Waldo? Pastor Chatelet. Nimrata helped Boeing with the FAA oversight issues, and now their planes are losing door plugs in mid-flight. Yeah. Hey, Zom, welcome. Chicky Tendies. Oh, yeah. Yeah, this is TikTok for you. I put it this way: I refuse to get on TikTok, but I see a lot of things, and thankfully I can watch the videos on TikTok. So it's one of those things you don't need to be on TikTok to know what's on TikTok. Now, what is the deal? Okay, this might be something that they're using to sensationalize, also to take your attention away from everything else that they're doing too. What about this deal with the GADA, the Georgia DA, and her new boy toy? Personally, I think that many folks have had so much of enough of that they're just blowing off steam while ridiculing the overlords. Gargle's not. DeWitt was the fall guy in case the bribe got exposed. This way the media would focus on him and not the people at the top bankrolling. And of course, it's the reason why he kept saying, oh yeah, never mind who it is. Put it this way. If I don't know who I'm dealing with, you can go fuck yourself. I'm not about to have silent partners or silent anything. I want to know where my shit's coming from. I want to know that these people are going to stand for me if I fall. You know what I'm saying? I'm not joining a team only to be ganged up on or something like that. So yeah. Looking for never comes to my show. I think it's because he's so busy too. Raynoth, welcome to the show. Excuse me. All right. So, but you're gonna love this. I watched Benny this morning. I couldn't believe this, but this was hilarious. And I guess, I'm not sure, but I think maybe Alex Stein 99 has actually influenced some people to do these kinds of things. This is the Fulton County public comment. I think it happened yesterday or day before. I love how some people are able to watch just about anything and everything and catch stuff like this so that I can share it with you. They clip it for me and I can share it with you. But this woman is hilarious. Watch this.
My name is Fat Ass Sass and Crass No Class. I'm incognito today, y'all, because the white folks is after me. I got a little bit of a PR problem. Natalie, you might be able to help me with. I could use the name of your PR firm. You know, the one that got you on the top 100 list? That's the kind of PR I'm looking for. You know, I know you'll understand that nothing and nobody comes between me and my Nathan's hot dog. Yeah. Come on up in here now, my dark and lovely lunch. Oh, yeah. There you are. Come on. Yes, my PR firm, all they tell me to do is take me to church. Yeah.
He doesn't stand for baloney.
Take me to church. I worship you, dog. You're the light of my life. Please forgive me my sins, but I would fall on a knife. You are my destiny, baby. Good God, just get rid of your wife. Take me to church. I go to work. I get my freak on. Take me to church. I write a check. They let me say a few words.
Drunken Rocky. Excuse me. Drunken Rocky says, is that one of Laura's characters? No, I wish, man. I wish I had come up with that. I don't live in Georgia, sorry. Tweak on the line with X and Audi symbol. You add a YouTube with the line through it symbol. Yeah, really, Salty Al. But yeah, people have gotten so disgusted with it, they've just started joking about it now. It's gotten fat ass sass and crass, no class. Yeah, that was classic. That was classic. All right. Now, it seems like another one of the truths that's coming out is that everything is surrounding sex, sexuality, for blackmail, anything you can probably possibly think of. It's something that's being used by all of our political endeavors. And we find this out from good old James O'Keefe. Now, this is a long video. I'm going to try to click through some of the more important parts. But this is James O'Keefe talking to an intern in the White House, the actual White House. And it's called DC Swamp Exposed Part 1, DC Blackmail. And well, I'll just let you listen to some of the highlights here.
Hey, you're not a Trump fan, are you?
No. John don't need to die. John don't need to die.
Huh?
I said, well, then John don't need to go. The majority of the work that I do is policy because that's what my degree is in.
Policy?
It's focused in policy. And so I do that's why I go to a lot of embassies and a lot of events at the White House.
You went to the White House?
I go to the White House.
So do you have to keep your mouth kind of shut because you're working for a Republican? You can't say?
Well, I really keep it to myself.
So you're like besties with Nancy Pelosi?
I love Nancy. My picture of Nancy Pelosi and I is on my desk.
I don't know if your constituents would want to know that though, huh? But they'd be pissed off. They don't care.
If they do, they kiss the crack of my ass. There's a lot of things that I do here, and there's a lot of things that I see with my own eyes. I didn't hard in one line either. That man in a wheelchair, the video that came out with the guy in the Senate office building in the hearing room.
Oh yes, I saw that.
Okay.
Yeah.
The guy was blackmailed.
He was blackmailed?
Pretty much.
Whoa.
So most members, they actually have spouses that are married. They have affairs with other council people, with Congress people, so there's members in office. And they have like parties and stuff.
Like you're talking about sex parties?
Yeah, they want to talk a lot.
So these parties are like, it gets hot and heavy.
Yeah, it's like an in-house thing. If you know, you know, and if you don't, you don't. But 9 out of 10 times, everybody in there knows. But they actually, that is a fact. They actually do have these parties.
Does that happen a lot? Like people do something sexual and they blackmail? Have you seen that?
So it happens every now and then.
But they get blackmailed.
Exactly.
Holy shit.
Because it's like they have a leverage of, like, if you have something like that, it's called leverage. And so what they do, they use against you to get something else. Majority of the members that come late are always, 9 out of 10 times, come over from the night before.
From the sex party.
So, on the voting, you already have a piece of paper that tells you how to vote. Known as a suggestion. It's not a suggestion.
It's not a suggestion.
It's what we need you to vote.
Because we know we have information about you.
It's a guy.
They have a group chat that they tell people how to vote.
They tell people how to vote.
Yeah.
And they get information about them and use it as blackmail.
In a way, yes.
Well, I mean, I've never been to a party like this. I've been invited to them. My instant reaction to that is, you know, especially the blackmail piece that it seemed like this individual was talking about in this piece. You know, that's something that I experienced firsthand.
But doesn't it make you feel like guilty sometimes?
I get my check and I'm good.
You get that money.
Yeah.
Oh, well, that's what it's all
I like
about.
to buy nice things.
You like to buy nice things? So you get that money, you like to buy, what type of nice things do you like to buy?
I love a Louis. So the one thing I want is a jumper. I want the jumper. I like a lot of them.
What did you say that CHIPS was again? Like, what does that mean?
So CHIPS is inside the Commerce Building. So CHIPS is a program offered through the White House Executive Office. It's an internship program. It's where it's pretty much the CHIPS Act. This is what it came from. It was to provide broadband and resources for rural communities.
Although Titus is just an entry and very low-level person on Capitol Hill, he's been to the White House, spent time with the leaders of both political parties, witnessed and heard a lot of congressional staff doing and saying things. What he has heard and seen, we believe people need to hear. We also believe it will encourage other interns, bartenders, contractors, and members of political parties, anybody who is on the inside, come forward with more information.
Now, one of the other things that he said about this, and what seems like not a good thing, I don't know exactly where it is in here, but he mentioned the fact that our representatives, the people that we send up there to represent us, actually depend on all of these interns and associates and people that have never been elected or anything. We don't even know their names or who they are and everything, are the ones that actually are the ones that are involved in all of this, and they're the ones that are advising our representatives on how to vote, how they want to be voted and things like that. And this is what they follow most of the time. Now, some of them don't. Cawthorn doesn't. There's another guy that came on here that doesn't as well. In fact, actually, there was a senator that he talked to afterwards. There was another video, Swamp Exposed. I don't remember exactly who he was talking to. But the guy said, yeah, I almost never went with what my associates or my assistants told me to vote for. So we're literally being run by people that we don't actually vote for. In most cases. Not everybody. Raynoth, my littlest sister was working for the DNCC, and whatever she saw completely made her leave politics after getting a full 6 years of college for political sciences. Yeah, probably because of the fact that she was not part of the team. She saw what was going on. It was not right, and she didn't want to be a part of it. I don't blame her. It's the same reason I got out of insurance. I was making plenty of decent money, but when it came time to help the people that needed help, and the reason why they were actually buying insurance, I watched the insurance companies either not give them the money that they promised or reject them altogether because of one little technicality or something like that. It was ridiculous, and it really got to my conscience. I couldn't do that anymore. So the money wasn't worth it. The money wasn't worth my soul. Let's see. No, she was and is still a full-blown levtard. How did she stay in? America's NGOs helping criminals to cross our borders should be considered for capital punishment. Indeed. This is what is happening right now, in my opinion, and in a lot of people's opinions, and I think that's the reason why people are finally standing up, is considered treason. But you see, according to this, that James even asks him, says, do you feel guilty for any of this stuff? Do you realize, you know, what actually is going on? You know, millions of Americans are being affected by this bullshit that's going on that is fueled by nothing but booze and sex. Nah, as long as I get my paycheck, I don't care. As long as I get my paycheck, I don't care. So you see, they've taught these kids nothing but ownership matters, consumerism, and the more expensive it is, the better. This cat doesn't care that there's wrongdoing and will even turn a blind eye as long as he's getting paid. And somebody said this was a chick. This is actually a dude. But yeah, we need to pay closer attention to this. I don't know necessarily if I actually believe him, but I don't have a reason not to believe him. The only thing that kind of, and of course, like I say, this is whether or not you believe James O'Keefe or not. There's a lot of, he's been sued for defamation, but I think he won or whatever like that. James O'Keefe has been somebody that you can pretty much trust for the most part. Wait till let's see. Muko. Let's see. Indoctrination denied. Yeah. Kick Tizos. That's cute. Join me. Together we can tax the galaxy. Yeah. Muko. And how to have a victim mentality. Yeah, well, that's a shame, but don't let her get away with it. You know, she gets to be the victim and just tell her, hey, man, grow up. Grow up. What happened to, Rumble? Don't forget, I do love my lurkers, but people stop talking over there. That's okay. We're trying to listen to him here. Let's see what else he has to say. He loves Nancy Pelosi. He has a friend that says that Nancy has to go, and that's when he said that Trump has to die. But again, this is also too the people that are going to be that Trump's going to be dealing with when he's in office again, if they let him near the White House. These are the people behind the scenes that it sounds like our representatives don't even know what's going on. They just go along with it because they're there. They rely a lot on these associates and these assistants to let them know what's actually going on, and somebody seems to have control over all of them as well. So, you see what we're dealing with here. Tucson Jones. Welcome to the show, Tucson Jones. Jeff DeWitt, yes, he did resign. He resigned after the recording came out. I didn't get a chance. He made a statement, but I didn't get a chance to listen to it. This all happened while I was trying to get the show together tonight. All right, you guys. Now for some fun. I actually didn't get a chance to post any fun last time because I got a lot of phone calls, or the phone call lasted the entire night. I'm one of those folks that absolutely hates shopping. I'm not one of those typical women that likes shopping. I'll go in. I every once in a while I'll go in. When I was working a job, an actual corporate job, I'd go into the shop about once a week. This is how I would save money on suits and things like that. I'd go in once a week and try to find something. I always knew what I was looking for and had to have, and if they didn't have it, I wouldn't just buy it. I'm a stickler for comfort and all that other, and I hate waste. Like I say, I usually know what I want. I have a budget, and looking around sometimes bears good things, but not always, and not enough to shop for hours and hours and hours and hours. But when I do shop, and usually it's because I absolutely need something, and I look for stuff that I want. I hate shopping even more when this kind of shit comes across my feed. All right, first of all, who the fuck wears that? Who the fuck would wear that? For any reason, for any reason. But thankfully, when I do these things, stuff comes across my feed that makes me laugh. I think God is always, he's always trying to make sure that I'm happy and joyful. Let's see. fashion hack. This is Maggie Weber. She came across my feed, and she is hilarious when it comes to the fashion faux pas or the new fashion for the rich people. Listen to what she has to say.
This is a $2,000 dress from Jacquemus. Technically €2,090, but you can't make me do math. I'm an adult. And in case you're wondering, this pumpkin monstrosity does go all the way around, providing a wonderful barrel shape that no woman ever asked for. But, fortunately, I found some on Amazon for even cheaper. Here's 2 for $60 and more color options. These have a nice textured feel with more of an opaque coloring. But for that Audrey Hepburn feel, you can always go with a classic polka dot. Seriously though, what's happening? What is this? This is...
The funniest part about this woman also too is most of the time you can hear her dog snoring in the background. So yeah, I went to look for this thing. She wasn't kidding. La robe boulet is what it's called. Le chow chow. Short ball dress. It only comes in red. The sizes are European. 44 is the largest size, which I think is actually a 10 in our size. But yeah, a tomato, somebody said, Mr. Tizo, Attack of the Killer Tomatoes. Excuse me. Yeah. Sniffy says she's a tomato. Yeah. A barrel shape that no woman ever asked for. And I was going to say, how do you move your arms in this? There's no sleeves here. So you got to walk around like this the whole time? So yeah, how stupid. Who made this? And why? And it's available in the store for $2,605 US. Do you know that's almost a year's rent for me. $2,600. Newsweek. It's all blonde bastard baby. Now I know what time you're on. Yes, 7 p.m. Central Time every Thursday, unless I don't know, unless the creek rises, I don't know. But she comments on a lot of fashion, so I actually followed her, and she keeps me laughing when it talks about the fashion and everything like that. Here's another one, Maggie Weber.
Hello, and welcome to Shoes for People Who Hate Women.
Ah, come on.
Let's start with Rick Owens. These are $2,070.
Has anybody ever heard of Rick Owens?
But will pale in comparison to your hospital bill. Take notice of not only the insane heel and the platform, but the fact that this offers...
Ah, come on, play.
Absolutely no support for the rest of your body. You're basically just dragging brick and hoping you won't die. Next up from Balenciaga are these 8,700 heels.
8,700. I won't even go to the Balenciaga site. Come on. All right. Reboot. Let's try this again.
Hello, and welcome to Shoes for People Who Hate Women.
This played a minute ago before I started this. What's going on?
Let's start with Rick Owens. These are
all right. Anyway, she does commentary on clothing for rich people and stuff like that. And of course, I looked up Rick Owens. He seems to have an entire line, including Converse, believe it or not, but he seems to be quite enamored of Star Wars attire. Does this not look like people that are starring in Star Wars? My favorite is this one here, the Obi-Wan Kenobi, and the Yeti suit over here next to it. Let's see what else. This one here, this one with this is actually for a scarf. This big scarf, $1,600. And I was going to say, has anybody ever heard of Rick Owens before? Never heard of Rick Owens. He's supposedly an American fashion artist. or fashion, whatever it is. And all of these people that you see that I'm passing through here at the moment are male, or claim to be a male. This is the men's department here, is men's section. Dudes! I don't know any dudes that would wear, not even gay dudes. I don't even know gay dudes that would wear this. You know what I'm saying? So I wonder, look at this jacket right here. This is a typical biker's jacket. It doesn't look like it's any different than one that I got about 20 years ago when I was a biker. $3,730. You better line that shit with gold for that amount of money. I'm telling you. Who buys this stuff? In fact, she has the lady I just showed you that makes fun of the clothing and everything like that. She has a another thing where she says, "Where would we wear this?" and she comes up with all the silly clothing and everything like that, and she would try to come up with different places that somebody might try to wear that. It's hilarious. I see a lot of dudes wearing those tight sweatpants nowadays. Tight sweatpants. Aren't those just joggers or something? But look at this. This guy's got a guy with shorts. Actually, they look like rolled up underwear. Rolled up, what do they call those? Boxer shorts with this fancy schmancy leather shirt. It's a jacket, okay. $2,055. Actually, 2,055 euros. I don't know why they don't give me the American. But yeah, these are some crazy fashions. Then deconstructed look. This looks like you... this is going to be one of the fashion designers for the what do they call it? When we do the not the Danger Zone. The Thunder Zone, when we start dressing like Thunderdome people. Here's a nice jacket. $4,000. 40% off, $2,400. And I wouldn't... It looks like he picked it out of a damn trash barrel, or he stole it off of a homeless guy. Can you see that one? I don't know if I can make it any bigger. And then, of course, like I say, some more Star Wars garb here. And again, the lines... Has anybody asked for these kind of lines? This guy looks like... This one here looks like Humpty Dumpty. Rick Owens. And he's got one size. Who does he make these things for? All of these things all have one size. Fashion, yeah. My fashion is the Salvation Army. Yeah, mine too. But again, ripped up stuff. A lot of this stuff looks like they stole it off of a homeless person. Now, I used to have one of these. This jacket here, I used to have one of these back in the 80s. That was the plaid jackets like that, the flannel plaid jackets, those were the thing at my high school for 2 years. He wants $1,200 for that. And at least we had different colors. And there's another one. I don't see any difference here. Why? That one's only 1,062. But yeah. Okay. What are we going to do with these? They call it a duvet. Why would anybody wear a duvet? These are considered duvets. I've never heard that used in fashion before. But what do you do with the arm pockets, dude? What the hell? So it just stands to reason that he's got some really crazy shoes too. Let's see if I can find these shoes. Shipping to Italy. Okay, this is an Italian. Rick Owens, he's an Italian. Evidently, he's an Italian. Let's see, shoes. Oh, there's the Yeti shoes. Look at this shit. They are sold out. The Yeti shoes are sold out. $2,300. $2,300 for the Yeti shoes. And there's some, like I say, there's some frozen tundra shoes. Like I say, these look like they would come from Star Wars. They look like kids' shoes, actually. But he's got Converse in here as well, believe it or not. But yeah, the Yeti shoes, they're sold out. Who bought those? Does anybody in our group know? Oh, Newsweek, thank you so much for the donation. You get one of these.
Hey, look, green paper.
Green paper.
Thank you so much. Appreciate that. Over there on Rumble. Jada, welcome. Isn't a duvet a bedspread? Yeah, that's what I thought too. But now I guess people are wearing them. Men are wearing them. That's what he called them. And as I say, you saw the sleeve pockets, huh? Good for stealing booze bottles, I guess, or smuggling them into the concert. Let's see what else here. Okay, here's the weirdo shoes. There's the shoes she was talking about. Rick Owens boots. But he's got a whole bunch of them. In fact, there's a red furry one. There's a good biker boot. You know, none of this stuff is new. None of it is new, except for these weird boots. But yeah, this is amazing. And then he's got the higher up ones and everything like that don't even conform to your feet. It makes you look like you're wearing your pants way too long. That's weird. Those are weird looking. I guess he must design for Gaga or something. Because I got to tell you, I don't know anybody that would wear any of this stuff. And if they did, they'd have to wear it to church. Can you imagine? Let's see. Bobby Digital says, my fashion consists of my clothes my friends and my family bought me because the ones I'm wearing are full of holes. Yeah, I hear ya. Stripper boots for hobo twinks. Do they take snap cards? I don't know. You don't know. I guess we could make some knockoff Yeti shoes with some shag carpeting. There you go, Sniffies. I'm torn about this. A little bit. There are some cool stuff in here. You know, even a broken clock is right twice a day. But a majority of this stuff I wouldn't wear. Like I say, the acrylic heels, that's always a sign of a stripper, usually. Or Lady Gaga. There's some good. He's got the rope, that rope that you make bracelets with wrapped around this one boot. My biggest problem with a lot of these is the damn prices. Who's paying this for these things? $1,900. That's 2 months of bills for me. You know? Did he design the DeSantis boots? Maybe. I don't know. I didn't see any cowboy boots in here. DeSantis wears cowboy boots with lifts, probably. Actually, that was something, if I remember correctly, that was something that people talked about a lot back in the 60s and 70s about politicians. Oh, yeah, I bet they wear lifts and all that. Should be the Thunderdome. Yeah, the Thunderdome, sponsored by LL Bean. There you go, Sniffies. Mr. Teaser. Yeah, you need to take down that barbed wire. No. Brad Allen says, I bet he sucks a lot of dick. You never know. Look at the fuzzy Converses. He's got fuzzy Converses. He actually does have some Converses here. I looked through this last week and saw a bunch of them. There's one there. They're sold out. Dark Shadow shoes. $555 for a sneaker. For a high-top sneaker. Both of these are sold out. Who is buying these? There's another one. That's sold out. The red one. So, as I say, I'm curious as to who's buying these. That's a weird shoe. There's a weird shoe for you. I don't know if I would wear this. It's kind of a sneaker. A sneaker with a... I don't even know how to freaking describe this. Zom. Now, aren't those like boots from like a cartoon character? Although I do know a lot of people are buying those. How much are those though? How much do people pay for those ones? The space boots there, or some cartoon character. There you go, Mr. Tizo. Some Gene Simmons boots. Satan symbols, lampshade. I saw platform heels with a goldfish in them. Yeah, this is... maybe the people in Japan are buying these kinds of things. Because I know that they have, like, fashion... they do different... They dress up wild and crazy and everything like that and parade around on, like, Sunday afternoons or something like that. That's one of their things. The kind of shit Jill Biden would wear. Really, you think? You never know. You never know. They'd be the only ones that could ever afford it. They're expensive. They're oversized red boots. Yeah. Saturnalis stocking. Okay, there you go. All right. Good. I'm glad somebody else could come up with words for this, because some of this shit just left me speechless. It really did. All right, Muko, are you around? Are you still there? Are you still with me, Muko? I found a video. Actually, everybody's going to love this one, but the kitty videos always remind me of Muko. Jill Biden has no taste. Yeah. A sneaker with a wig. There you go. Actually, it looks, I'm looking at the other side here. Let's see if I can show you the other side of it here. There's the front view. There's another side view. There's the back view. It's a little bit better. I should have done that before. It's a little bit better showing on the back, but this is all, it's denim. It's deconstructed denim. It's like rags. They took rags and put it on a white sneaker. It's we might have to dress like this. I mean, it's gonna say, but this will be something that we probably have dug out and did for ourselves once everything collapses. How about a shoe with a wood chipper inside? We'll make them super popular to the woke. Yeah. It better feel like I'm walking on titties all day long if I'm paying that much for shoes. Amen, brother. America will survive. Muko said he was taking a nap time. Oh, okay. Well, you guys can show him this later or whatever. $19.99 plus shipping and handling. Sergeant Tripod. You mean for the Gene Simmons boots? Yeti slippers, A. Russian bot. And one thing I'm going to keep telling you guys about Odysee. There's one thing I love about Odysee is the fact that there's so many cool memes that they, and little videos and things like that they show up in the chat. They're so cool. Oh no, he killed the little fish. His shoe broke. That's terrible. Canadian slippers. All right. Okay. Sorry, Muko went and took a nap, but I'm going to show this anyway because this is hilarious. It's called Catnip Sniff. And it made me laugh my ass off. Wow. I still got 20 minutes and I'm almost done here. Everybody, you can still, the phone lines are still open if you want to. Oh, come on. Call me. Why are my buttons not working? Call me. There you go. Call me. Call me. All right. Well, thank you. Greetings. You're on the air.
Hey, how are you?
I'm doing just fine. How are you?
Good. Listen, I got a question.
Okay.
What do you think about the talk that Okada is leaving New Japan?
I don't know anything about that. Who's leaving New Japan, is it?
The Rainmaker, Kazuchika.
Oh, okay. Tell us about that. I don't know anything about that.
He's probably one of the bigger deals in Japan, and he's possibly coming stateside, and I don't know if he's going to head towards Stamford or if he's going to head to Jacksonville. I'm not really sure.
What's this guy's name again?
You haven't heard? Kazuchika Okada, the Rainmaker. You haven't heard anything about this?
Uh-uh.
Huh. It's going to be funny if he winds up down in Jacksonville and he runs into, like, you know, Jay White and Ospreay and Omega, and it's like, I thought I left New Japan in good hands with you guys, and now you're all here.
Let's see. Kazuchika Okada's departure after reports of WWE and AEW interest. The Rainmaker. Is this a fighter? Pro wrestling.
Yeah,
Okay. New Japan Pro Wrestling top star for over a decade is leaving the company. The news is announced by NJPW in a statement with Okada's final dates for the company being set for February. So, okay. Bye. Thanks for calling. I have no idea who that was. All right. Do you guys know who Kazuchika Okada is? He hung up. Tell Russian bot he gets a donkey punch. Sing it myself. Sorry, man. Not today. I got a really bad head cold. I'm barely... I'm surprised I'm not more gravelly at the moment. Where the hell is New Japan? Yeah, I don't know anything about all of this. This was published on January 19th, 2024. Let's see.
Howdy folks, Kenny Omega here for AEW and AEW Games. Quite some time ago, we announced our first foray into the video game world, AEW Fight Forever. We wanted to develop an arcade experience that was fun.
Okay, that's for a video game. We apologize to fans for the abrupt nature of this announcement, but join them in wishing Okada the very best in his future. As the New Beginning series begins this weekend, Okada will appear on February dates in February 11th in Osaka and February 23rd and 24th in Sapporo. Changes will be made forthcoming cards with an announcement to follow. Okada himself added, I have nothing but gratitude for having been a part of the New Japan Pro Wrestling since 2007. I think that's just the name of the pro wrestling company, not the actual place. Not an actual place. We're not too sure who he was either. Anybody can call. I usually have, I got 30 people watching me over here on Rumble, and actually by the time I'm done and I look at it and it's done with the DVR, it tells me I have over 200 views. So I'm growing by leaps and bounds over here on Rumble. So anybody can call. Maybe somebody from Twitter too. Thank you for the best companies. Sports Illustrated reported that Okada was set to become a free agent in 2024 after his long-term deal with NJPW. Since the official announcement has reported, both WWE are interested in signing the longest reigning IWGP heavyweight champion. He's a heavyweight. He don't look too heavyweight. November, let's see. So it doesn't say here where he's going. Pixar presents. That was your Rumble sales agent. Oh, okay, Sergeant Tripod. Okay, so I learned something new today. Had no idea who that was. I'm not a big fight fan, but I do like the MMA. I do like the MMA most of the time. Sometimes sometimes it looks like they're just screwing on the floor. Space Cowboy, good night. Thank you for being here. Get plenty of sleep. Japanese heavyweight. Personally, I'm huge in Japan. Wink. Salty Matt Jameson. That dude is a loser. Freak Dog. Welcome. Welcome to the show. Apparently I chased everyone off. Nah, you didn't do that. Rumble, make crowd noises. Yes, and thank you. Everybody's talking about going to my music channel. Thank you so much. It is the gift. I have nothing to do with it. It's God's gift to me, and I try to use it to the best of my ability. Actually, I'm thankful that He allows me to use it to pay my bills. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. All right, back to the catnip sniff. You guys are gonna love this. Watch.
Got here, huh? Little something.
Oh shit! Let me go. Oh god damn it! Oh, no! Like fucking rub this shit all over my foot. Oh fuck!
Oh, what do you got here, huh? Little something.
I love it.
Oh shit! Let me go. Oh god damn it! Oh, like fucking rub this shit all over my fur. Oh fuck!
Oh, what do you got here, huh?
Excuse me, that's funny as hell. play my... Oh, you mean the one I just did? Okay, yeah, I'll do that. Let me play... I'll play my latest meme video. I made up a meme. This is picking out our politicians and political influencers in 2024, starring the late, great Madeline Kahn.
I'm going to start on this end. Yes. No, 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 yes. No, 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 yes. No, no, yes. No, 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 yes. No, 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 yes. No, 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 no. Wait a minute.
Yep, that was one I came up with. I figured the asses and the politicians were perfect together, and her picking them out and everything like that. It took me a while to gather up all of those awful, awful people. Well, thank you, Lizzie Longtoes. You said, Laura, I tipped Ray to play one the other night. I have been dropping your links and commenting. Well, thank you, Lizzie Longtoes. I do appreciate that. Did I get a splat? Did I get a splat? I did. I got a splat. Oh, well. They probably didn't like my taste in fashion. So you like that? You're welcome to put it on your show there, Pastor. Anybody can use that they want. Anything like that. Lizzie Longtones. Oh, whenever you come around. Yeah, that's actually, believe it or not, that's one of the manager's favorite songs over at the casino. He comes over and sits down while we play it. He says, I just love when you do that song. The best Mel Brooks movie, History of the World. Yep. That's, I believe so. Good job, Laura Friend. Thank you. Thank you very much. I do appreciate that. Yep, fair use is king. Yeah, you guys, you're welcome to use anything I have. I'm not copyrighted. I don't have any exclusive, anything exclusive. If I got something to say, I'm going to say it out. So, you know, I think the exclusive stuff, I do understand that these people have to stay in business, but at the same time, if you're talking about something really important, you shouldn't have to pay for it. And I do appreciate it. I've got other forms of ways that you can support me if you want. And again, sharing is the best way. That's how we grow. So, badge of honor. We're at war. Fair use is king. Indeed. I'm glad you guys like that. I wish I had more time to do more videos and everything like that, but I've got... Well, it has slowed down a little bit. I'm still working at the casino a lot more. Thank goodness. Like I say, I'm just thankful that he allows me to use my talent to pay my bills. All right. Let's see. Where are we? There was another one I wanted to show you guys. I had 451 Actual show this last Friday, but I don't know if everybody got a chance to see it. And of course, you guys know that we were talking about fashions. I found another one that you guys might actually like. I don't know, actually, just about anybody. Trailer park people, I guess, could maybe wear these. But Valentine's Day is coming up. I don't know what Mac Corner is. I've never seen it. This was another one that I found through the young lady I showed you earlier. These are on sale now for $22.95, but you can personalize them with names and pictures. You upload your photo, choose your color. They got all kinds of others that are I was like, who would wear this kind of thing? You know what I'm saying? That's not a real zipper, by the way. But this is one of my favorites. I licked it, so now it's mine. Wow, the innuendo here, huh? But yeah, again, it's another Valentine's Day. Wear your husband on your pubic bone. You thought I was going to say something else, huh? Yeah, they have a whole bunch of others, and of course they got them for the men too. Only my wife can jingle my bells. Personalized men's boxer briefs. Now this actually looks like something that a chick would get for a dude. I don't know how many dudes would get the other for their females, just unless it was a gag gift or something. But yeah, people are actually doing things like this. Only Mary can jingle my bells. Ding, fries are done. Ding, fries are done. Why am I bringing what in here? Yep, it's not much, but it's honest work. Yeah, I try to be. Like I say, that's one of the reasons why I got out of the insurance business. I was making plenty of money, but I was taking claims, and people were just, it was terrible. It was terrible what I was seeing. And then I told you, I think I told you this also too. I got to talking to some of the adjusters, and the adjusters literally sell their souls for this shit. Insurance adjusters, they go out and they assess damages and things like that. And I actually almost dated one, but we got to know each other and everything. He was telling me about his job, and the adjusters get bonuses. The more money that they save the insurance company, the more bonus money that they get, the more money that they make. I know some people that make 7 figures doing adjusting, and it's because of that. No, the insurance is supposed to be there to help people. You know, it's supposed to be there to help people in case they do get catastrophic problems and everything like that. And people pay in without any kind of payout for years and years and years and years and years. I did accounts that were, some of them were 50 years old, and when Katrina hit, the insurance company said, "Nee." I was like, no, can't do that anymore. You want Toothless, the dragon? You want my creation? I don't know if you can afford him. This is, I'm going to put it back on the big screen. All right, yeah, this was my latest one. This little sucker took me 3 days to make. Is that what he is? Is that who that is? Is that actually who that is? Because like I say, it didn't say that on the pattern, and I don't know who Toothless is actually. They say something about, my granddaughter said something about the training your dragon or something like that. So, is it a cartoon? Is it a Disney? Is it Disney? So. All right, so yeah, the underwear. All right, we're just about done. Got 5 more minutes. Of course, you know, I don't like to end a show without a little bit of Mamari. And of course, we're talking about the elections, everything's going on and everything like that. Mamari has another message for Trump. I think he knows that we're going to win, even if they don't let him in. But this is how he'll win, I bet.
Say this to Donald Trump, and I want someone to take this message directly to Donald Trump. My dear friend, do not be engaged in no space programs, and do not support no space program, but focus on Jesus Christ of Nazareth, whom you have mentioned his name in some of your talks. And if you truly believe in him as you have been talking about him, then I encourage you from the bottom of my heart, it is now hanging by a thread. Mr. Trump, you'll understand what I'm saying. I don't want to say everything, but you'll understand what I'm saying. It is hanging by a thread. If you do not focus on Jesus Christ alone, America is gone, finished. The next superpower will wipe you, will wipe everyone, and it will bring total destruction. You cannot win the election, Mr. Trump, if you do not bow before Jesus Christ. Rely on the Lord and be faithful to the Lord, because those puppets in the White House, they are there to destroy you. I'll say.
Yep, he's based, and he knows, and he sees it. Team Christ all the way. That's why I say, you know, everybody complains about this and that and the other, but it's all in God's time. And we already know that we have won. We've already won. Muko, I see that you're back. Here, this is for you real quick before I sign off. Are you there, Muko? I see you're back. They said you went and took a nap. But this is for you. Check it out. One more time.
Little something.
Oh, shit! Let me...
Oh, my God.
Oh, God damn it! Meow. Like, fucking rub this shit all over my fur. Oh, fuck!
Oh, what do you got here? Huh? Little something.
Oh, shit! Let me...
Oh, my God.
Oh, God damn it! Meow. Like, fucking rub this shit all over my fur. Oh, fuck!
Oh, what do you got here? Huh?
I can watch that 1,000 times. I love it. Meow, meow, meow. Oh, of course, that made me think of Muko. All right, you guys, that's about it for me tonight. Don't forget to support all the folks on our Pure Blood Media group, and of course, you know all the ways to support my channel and check out my merch shop. I'm going to be putting some more stuff on there tomorrow. How to Train Your Dragon is not Disney. Okay, thank goodness. Thank goodness. All right. So again, don't forget to support everybody. Appreciate all of you guys. Thanks for being here. Thank you for the support. Thank you for the comments, the calls, the memes. Don't forget to send me your clips and commercials for mine or your shows. And head on over to the Drunken Rocky Show over on Odysee and Rumble, where you can see even more funny videos. I only stay for a little while. When everybody starts getting belligerent and they start playing the weird music, I usually go do something else. But it's cool. In fact, I've seen some days I go back, I'll go to sleep and I'll wake up around 4 in the morning and I'll come back and I'll look and see what, and there's still, it's actually, everybody's fallen asleep, but he's still broadcasting and it says, are you still there? So, love you guys. God bless you. God bless America. I wish you peace, health, love, and music. And until next time, AMF.